Hello, everybody. It's Yazzie here. I am sitting outside right now, but I was called back finally. Also, I trimmed my hair a lot shorter and different style than I normally do. But it's been some time since I've actually made any videos or tarot reading videos. I've been posting the pictures every so often, but I I was called to talk about what's been going on, and I've also been called to kind of just explain a little bit on why I pulled back and to just explain the changes and what's been happening. And some of you might resonate with this, some of you might not. 144 right now, I just noticed it's 144 time right now, so that might be relevant for you. But anyway, so I was actually called to pull back a little bit from the tarot readings and kind of take some time for myself and kind of reevaluate as far as, I suppose, what my own values were, what I truly believe, what I truly have value in. And of course, I still am, the witch, occultist, astrology, tarot reading person that I am, the spooky things like that. But there's just a lot that's been happening for just the beginning of this year. I'm sure you all can tell. Trust me, I've been keeping track of the moon, the cycles, the retrogrades, everything. I've been keeping track of it. It's not like I haven't. And I have been going through the turbulence just as much as the rest of you have. And since we're in, what I have truly noticed as well, and some of you may feel this way as well, is that a lot of you I'll say for myself, I've noticed that I've started to gain new powers and abilities that I didn't realize before. Like certain things have started to come forward a lot more, and one of them especially, and we're in the year of the snake as well, which of course is the rebirth, the transformation, the shedding of the old for the new. But also I've noticed, and I have noticed this personally as well in my own life, 2, 3, 4, I've noticed as well, just and I think it's a new ability that I truly didn't have before. This can just be from experience, but there is no way for people to hide who they truly are anymore. Like, I'll admit, I've had some things mirrored back to me that I've had to go back and think on. Like, yes, there are certain points I have definitely been the toxic one. We all have at one point where, we make the decisions of what we think is best in the situation with whatever knowledge we have in that moment, even in our own toxicity, because that's all we know, right? But now it's just people try really hard to make themselves come off as someone that they're really not, and or they just try to maneuver or manipulate the situation. And I've come across a lot of people like that, and now it seems like I am just able to break down people so easily. It's good because I do recognize how people are acting and I can tell them easily. It's not hard for me anymore, but also at the same time it's like it kind of hurts cuz you wish that for people, I'll say I wish the best for people. I wish that they would be the best version of themselves, and you can't do that for everybody. You cannot save everybody. You cannot make them change, or you can guide them. You can give them all the tools and resources and the knowledge, but really they have to make that choice for themselves. And sometimes the best thing is to just let them go and let them figure it out for themselves. Because if you don't, then it ends up just hurting you in the end and you get dragged down with them. And this can be for people, places, environments, rather, workplace, whatever the case may be. And sometimes you just really got to choose yourself. You really do. And I think I've said this before. I've also noticed where I've had so many people tell me what they realize about me, what they see in me, and it's so sad because I've cried about this a couple times actually, where everyone else recognizes these amazing things about me, and the saddest part about it is that it's wonderful, and I compliment people on how they are and who they are, and the only one, unfortunately, and I can feel my eyes getting all watery right now, is that the only person, sadly, who didn't realize me, myself, my own potential, and what I'm capable of is me. 543 as I say that. It's me, right? And it hit really hard. Like the last two times, I literally just started bawling and crying, and it's bittersweet when you have that moment of realization, and you kind of just pull back. And I even had this discussion with my roommate, my friend Blue, um, where now that I'm in a point in my life, and this is where time alone actually is, and I've learned time by yourself, for yourself, as an individual is extremely important, which is why I kind of pulled back from the tarot readings to reevaluate and look at myself, because I'm on the journey with you guys, as I always state. I really am, and I'm healing just as much too. Where now that I'm at a point in my life where excuse me, I gotta fix my earbud, where I'm able to actually take time and be by myself, with the choice of, not being on social media, not doing all these things, but more importantly, not having the outside noise and the other influences. And even if I have friends, I can still take the time to figure me out, and family and whatever else, to actually figure out myself as an individual. Like actually taking the time to differentiate the voices that have been, in your mind, or that follow you and influence you so much, to actually differentiate, are those actually a part of me, or is that what I've been conditioned to believe and listen to and just follow through with, right? So there's been a lot going on, and I'm glad that I kind of took the break to pull back. I'm glad to be back, and I appreciate, and I am super thankful and love all of you who have still been here even after all this time and me taking my break so suddenly. But the world is very different, and sometimes you really feel like you're alone. Not 811, not because in a way, it's not so much, it is partially a choice to choose to be alone, at least from my end, but at the same time, it's like you just see so much. I do see the good. I'm not saying I don't see the good things, but sometimes you can just see what's not meant for you, and you just don't want to have anything to do with it. You just really don't, because you understand now that it is not of your benefit. It is not for your good. All it's doing is just taking from you and hurting you. So there's a lot that I have learned in my time of being gone, and I've just been going through the healing and recognizing it, crying, working with the universe, deities, whoever calls out to me in the time that they may want to speak with me, or I may just want to speak out and talk to them. But I'm glad to be back. I am being called to come back, actually. And thank you all who have still stayed after all this time. I appreciate you all so much. I'm happy to be back. I will be doing the readings. My personal private readings are open again on my Ko-fi page. That's in my link tree. For some places, it's on a pinned post, and for some of it, it's a link in my bio. But thank you all again, and for listening, and I appreciate it. I hope this resonated with someone out there. And stay hydrated. It's getting hot now. Y'all better be drinking that water. But thank you, and I love you all so much. Bye.